everybody, and welcome to day 4 of Advent. Christmas is getting closer, and in today's class we're looking at this key vocabulary. So first of all, the word check. I'm going to ask you to check some information on this video as though you are the teacher. Yes, check means to examine, look at it, see if you can find some information to tell me and help me make the words correct. I'm not talking about in English. No, I've checked the English. That's correct. In this video, we're going to look at some words that are in the first language for some of you. So if we use your first language, I want you to check. Let me know, is it correct? And identify. Yes, we often use this word when we're talking about people. I use this word when I'm talking about tell me. Identify any mistakes. Identify anything that needs changing. And feedback. That's a word that teachers often use. Feedback, it means I am going to feed some information back to you. So feedback means please tell me. Yes, I want to get words correct too. So in Advent for today, you're going to be the teacher and have a look at some of the words in your first language. And I'm going to use the English words whose, how and which. So let's just quickly go over those. Whose, we use this word to show that there's possession. So it's the possessive form of the word who. So we would say whose, and it's followed by the noun to identify that you're reversing the question of who does this belong to. So whose jumper is this? I don't think it's mine because I'm not a boy, but it's a bit of a clue to what's happening in the work today. So whose jumper is this? Whose first language is that? And how? Now we use how when we want to say in what way is it happening. That's our adverb how. So that's one of your question words. And then the final question word we're using today is which. Now the word which is asking for information, and we usually use it when we're talking about two or more things. Which one would you like? Yes? So you're the teacher. I'm going to tell you the English. I'm going to ask you about the actual words in the list in your language. So let's see whose first language we're using today. So first of all, we're looking at the image for Christmas. It's going to be the list, yes. Now, we have a tradition where we have a naughty or nice list leading up to Christmas. And I want to know, which list am I on? Because today I've got this Advent calendar and I can only open door 4 if I'm on the right list. And at the end of the video, I hope I'll be on the right list so you can look with me at what's inside this Advent calendar. So the naughty or nice list. So the naughty or nice list is what we pretend is a list of our names for Christmas. The naughty or nice list. So my questions about this list are, whose list? Whose list is it? Whose list is it? This list is Father Christmas's list. How does he know? So that means, how does he know who's naughty and who's nice? Well, the elf on the shelf tells him. So which list do I want to end up on? Well, I want to end up on the nice list, otherwise I can't open my advent calendar today. So looking again at a first language, which list? Which list? Whose list is it? So whose list is it? Papa Noel's list, Father Christmas's list. And how does he know who should go on the list? Well, that's to do with the elf on the shelf. Yes. And also, don't forget the question, what list do I want to end up on? End up on, it just means when I get to Christmas, I want to be finally, excuse me, on the nice list. And I hope you want to be on the nice list too. So I don't know what to do to get on the nice list. So I need to think about whose list did I say it was? Father Christmas's list. And how does he know? Oh, it's the elf on the shelf. And what list do I want to end up on? So did you check those lists in your first language? And can you let me know if there's any mistakes? Because this checklist, another word for list, when we're ticking things off, that's when we call it a checklist. This checklist is very important to me. Yes. So how do I know whether I'm on the naughty list or the good list? And how do I get there? Well, let's have a quick look at words that mean the same as naughty. Disobedient, wayward, wicked, roguish, ungovernable, fiendish, and mischievous. Have I been any of those this year? Because remember, to get on the list, it is about the year. It's not just about December. Let's have a look at the words that mean the same or similar to the synonyms for nice. Pleasant, pleasing, acceptable, delightful. I really like that word. Kind and good-natured. Well, I do think I've been kind this year. So because I've been kind this year, does this mean that I will get on the naughty list or the nice list? Yes, fingers crossed for the nice list. And you know, when I was a child, my father used to tell me, if you're naughty at Christmas, you will get a piece of coal. This is true. It's a tradition right back to the 19th century, because when I was a child, in my home we had what was called an open fire, a coal fire. We burnt coal. It's the fuel to create the fire, excuse me, for warmth. So Father Christmas was said to travel down the chimney to give gifts. So it makes sense, doesn't it? They could just pick up a piece of coal and put it in the Christmas stocking for you if you've been naughty. However, I used to think it was a little bit strange that sometimes people had fires on Christmas Eve and the coal was hot. So it's not real, is it? But I don't want a piece of coal and I don't want to be on the naughty list. So I'm going to have a quick check of my list. Oh yes, I've ticked on my checklist some of the things that I've done this year, and I've got on the nice list, so I'm allowed to open my advent calendar day 4. What do you think is in this type of calendar? Because in day 4 I have this. What's this called? Yes, some people will call it a candle. Its correct name is tea light, because the tea light goes inside some of the pots that I have that are designed especially to allow that candle to burn safely. And that's the end of Advent 4. I'll see you tomorrow for Advent 5, and I do hope that you're on the nice list. Bye now.